Well, Whitey, here we are. This is Boys Town.
Bigger than I thought it was, but I still don't like it.
Now, come on, get out and meet some of the boys. Hello, boys.
Hello, Flannagan. Hello.
Boys, this is Whitey Marsh. Whitey, I won't try to introduce you to all these fellas. You probably couldn't remember their names anyway.
Okay, by me. Got a lunch counter? When do we eat?
When the bell rings. Oh, here's one boy that you have to know. This is Freddie Fuller, the mayor of Boys Town.
Hello, Whitey. Hiya.
I'll place Whitey in your charge, sir.
It's okay by me. I don't like a lot of people looking at me like I was a freak or something.
Now I'll show you around, Whitey.
You have to do that.
Yeah, that's what we always do. Now, over there on the left is the band room. That's where the fellas practice.
Is there any poker players in the mob?
No.
Got a match?
There's no smoking, Whitey.
Oh, just nice boys, huh? Say, what's that skyscraper over there, you know?
That's our own branch of the United States Post Office.
Well, well. What do you think of that?
On a clear day, you can see Omaha from here.
Well, then what do you got? Hey, how'd you get to be mayor? Did Flannagan make you mayor?
No, Father Flannagan didn't. I was elected by ballot. We have an election every 6 months.
Oh, it's just like playing house, huh? Well, I guess plenty of kids taking on the lamb around here with no fences or nothing.
No, there never was a wall or fence around this place. Father Flannagan once told us that a fence can't keep a fella in if he doesn't want to stay. It's all worked on an honor system.
Honor system? Guy'd be a dope to try to do anything around here anyway with 200 spies ready to run and tell teacher on him.
There's no squealing. When you do something wrong, you always go to Father Flannagan and squeal on yourself.
You want to know something? I think you and Father Flannagan and his whole joint is screwed.
Well, it's not hard to see that Father Flannagan is going to have trouble with Whitey Marsh. But he doesn't give up just because Whitey looks like a difficult problem. He keeps on patiently working with the boy. But one night, Whitey slips away from Boys Town and gets into trouble. He's apparently involved somehow with a bank robbery. He's been shot in the leg. And the tragic part of it is that this occurs at a time when any sort of scandal can ruin Boys Town, deprive 250 boys of the only home they've ever had, and break Father Flannagan's heart. Whitey's in the infirmary at Boys Town, and Father Flannagan comes to see him, determined to get at the truth.
The wound is superficial, Father. Nothing to worry about.
Leave us alone, will you, sister?
Yes, Father.
All right, Whitey, let's have it.
What?
The whole story.
I don't know nothing to tell.
Now, stop that. They found your cap near the bank. They followed the trail of the church where I found you.
Why don't you let me alone?
If I hadn't got there first, you'd be in jail now. Whitey. Whitey, I don't believe you're guilty.
Oh, you might as well save your breath. I ain't talking.
It was a bad day when I brought you here. I've always said there wasn't any such thing in the world as a bad boy. I've built my life on it. You're the only boy in all these years who didn't have a heart someplace that I could reach, somehow, sometime. Whitey, over 200 boys have a home here, but tomorrow night they won't have any home, and that's up to you, Whitey, because I've never tried as hard with any boy in my life. I've never had to.
I ain't got nothing to tell nobody, nothing to tell a thing.
Were you mixed up in robbing that bank, killing that night watchman?
I heard shots in the bank. I got scared. I ran the alley and got slugged. Somebody picked me up and took me to the place where you found me. That's all I know.
You're lying. You know a lot more than that.
I just told you all I know.
Who picked you up in that alleyway and carried you? You're shielding someone.
Oh, I'm too dizzy and sick to take a licking like this.
Are you going to let it go at that? Are you going to see these boys turned out into the roads, the alleys, the reformatories, and worse? Are you going to see them lose their home?
I've told you all I can tell you.
All right, Whitey. That licks me. Yes, it was a sad, bad day when I brought you here. It was indeed. The sheriff left a deputy to watch you. I'll turn you over to the police tomorrow.
Honor comes to most men only too often after they have gone from the earthly scene of their accomplishments. But the character played by Spencer Tracy happens to be an exception, a very much alive young man, the man whose faith and courage made Boys Town possible. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet him, the founder and director of Boys Town, the Christ-inspired servant of God, Father Edward J. Flannagan. Mr. Mayor, the world will thank you for sponsoring this fine motion picture. I want to express my thanks to Mr. John Considine, Jr., the producer of the picture, Mr. Norman Torog, the director, for the wonderful conception, the way they carry out this story of Boys Town, which has been in my heart for so many years. I myself saw the completed picture for the first time this afternoon, and I got a real thrill out of it. It carried me back to the early days of my struggle, and I saw myself again, a young priest, trying to get Boys Town started. Of course, I never was as handsome as Spencer Tracy, but that made it all the more enjoyable for me. I believe the picture makes perfectly clear the principles for which I have stood. These principles may be summed up briefly for any parents who may be listening now in the phrase you will hear Mr. Tracy use in the picture: there is no such thing as a bad boy. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Flannagan. And now, ladies and gentlemen...
Daddy!
Snooks, keep quiet.
Why?
Because Mr. Young is talking.
Oh.
And now, ladies and gentlemen...
Daddy!
Snooks, I told you to keep quiet.
Just a minute, Daddy. What is it, Snooks?
I want to sing a song.
Now, look here, young lady.
That's all right. If she wants to sing, let her sing. What would you like to sing, Snooks?
A kiss for the cat.
Fine. Hit it, Meredith.
I lost my little basket. I sent a letter to my mommy. On the way, I dropped it. Yes, on the way, I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and she put it in her pocket. She was rocking down the avenue without a single thing to do. She was pecking all around when she found it on the ground. I tasted it. She took my little basket, and if she doesn't bring it back, I know that I will cry.
Was it blue?
No.
Was it red?
No.
Was it green?
Oh, no.
Oh, come on, Snooks. What color was it?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Now, what's the color of your new party dress?
Oh, black.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is, because I fell in the mud.
Well, what color was it before?
I don't know.
Yellow?
Uh-huh.
The color. Yellow? Yellow? What are you doing?
You told me to yell.
No. The color was yellow.
Oh, it was my little yellow basket.
Well, that was beautiful, Baby Snooks. Thank you very much.